When it comes to Magic Johnson,
Hello.
man, James Worthy said it best.
This man don't never shut up, y'all. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy. It's your boy. It's your boy. It's your boy. I don't have an intro yet, so like I'm gonna just probably keep doing stupid stuff in the intro till I decide to come up with something. But I'm just making this video today because I kind of wanted to talk about just trusting your decisions, trusting your instincts, your gut, and your intuition. And I kind of don't really have anything written down. I try not to write these things down. I try to spitball them. I have an Aries Mercury, so like I can just blah 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 blah. And I got a Gemini moon, so I'm like this thought, then this thought, then this thought, then this thought. So we're just gonna go. So I would say to start this video, I guess I kind of want to first kind of get into just like my bad, y'all. I'm gonna probably splice this up and chop it up like normal. But like I said, trusting your gut, trusting your intuition, trusting your instincts. We are mammals, so by nature, we have like a primal instinct to like always, we have a survival instinct, I would say. And I feel like that gets activated in moments where we really need to kind of be reminded of who we are. So I guess the first thing I kind of wanted to talk about was like with people. I think I'm gonna break it up into people, your dreams, and then just kind of go from there. So, first thing I want to say is people. People for me, I think is like one of the harder things I've kind of had to work on as far as trusting my gut and things like that. I have a Pisces, and look, I'm an astrology buff. Like I literally like that's all I do is astrology. So I'm gonna just kind of say stuff y'all don't understand. But if you do understand, yeah, I mess with you. But like I have a Pisces South Node, so like Pisces is a very passive sign. Pisces can be like the people pleasing sign or whatever, and I have Pisces in my South Node. So for me, like having a South Node Pisces means that like in a past life, I believe in past lives. Shut up. So in a past life, I feel like no. I feel like what I brought into this life was the ability to kind of satisfy people, always be there for people, showing up for people, things like that. But my North Node, which is the opposite side of the South Node, is in Virgo, which is kind of the opposite of people pleasing. It's like the go-getter, the perfectionist, the practicalist. You know, Pisces can be like delusional sometimes. We can kind of be in our own fantasy world and not whatever. And one of the things that I kind of had to like wake up from was like seeing people for what they really are. Good and bad. I don't believe in bad, to be honest, but just kind of like taking people for face value. Like in school, like always having like friends. It's like constantly change. I mean, it's just a story of my life, to be honest. It's like I always accumulate friends. I accumulate a lot of friends. I have a Gemini moon in the 11th house, so like, well, I have Gemini in the 11th house, so it's like literally I have the social sign in the social house, so it's very easy for me to meet people and things like that. However, maintaining those relationships can be tricky because like when I meet people, like because I have a Pisces South Node, like I go right into it, like I trust you immediately and all this stuff or whatever. But over time, as things unravel and people start to kind of, even myself, as a true identity start to reveal themselves and you get comfortable with people and things like that, you kind of start to see that you don't necessarily align with people. Ideas might differ, your goals might differ, plans might differ, morals and things like that might differ over time. And one of the things that I guess I've kind of had to learn is to trust when people are meant to be in your life, trust when people aren't meant to be in your life. You kind of got to trust when people are helping you in good ways and when people are kind of like draining you in bad ways. Like one of the things I can kind of talk about, I'll bring up work. Like this old job I used to work at, like I used to manage at this job, so like one of the things that was kind of tricky for me, because I love everybody, like I always want to give everybody a chance, was like having people, just even actually just get a quote, having people come in that are from like opposite ends of the spectrum, and it's like they're clashing like this, and as a manager, like you want to keep the peace, please everybody, but also like you have to be practical and realize like, oh, this ain't gonna work. Like if 6 people button heads with one person, as a manager, you might have to step in and eliminate that one person, or like, hey, one person, you might have to, no. That's one of the things I'm kind of learning. Like a lot of things I will say, like I know in the back of my mind, my intuition is always just like, do this, trust this or whatever. But like, I second guess that a lot, and a lot of us are guilty of that, just second guessing our intuition, our thoughts, our thought patterns, things like that, because we feel like, oh, we're making a mistake, or like we can be naive sometimes to kind of being used to producing the same results that we always get. There's nothing wrong with like consistency and having the same results, but also like if you see those results aren't getting you anywhere, if you see those results are kind of taking you backwards or things like that, you have to make those decisions in order to do what's best for you at the end of the day, because we all come into this life, we sign our soul contracts, we're here for soul growth, to get to the next plane. You don't want to live this whole life and know all the things you're supposed to do, but you didn't do it. Like for me, it took me forever to try to get this video recorded. I was supposed to record this video like a couple days ago, but I was just like, I'm not ready. But the more I kept thinking I'm gonna be mad that I didn't do this, the longer it's gonna take for me to get it done. So I said, just get it done. And as we're getting it done right now, we doing it. We chopping this, spicing it. So yeah, I would say as far as people, like you really gotta trust your gut. If you get a bad feeling, or if you get a negative feeling or a nervous feeling about somebody, that usually means you need to stay away from those people. Like I've had people where like we be like this, but like as time unravels and circumstances change, those people no longer like this. It starts to slowly go from blam to blam to blam. Just kidding, we're not gonna do all that. But yeah, it happens. Like you can't take everybody with you. And also I'm a person that really believes in seasons. Like I pray to God. Like for me, praying to God is like meditating in a way. Like I just take that time to kind of just talk, like, hey, what's up? Tell me about this person. And people can say you're crazy because you talk to yourself or you talk to God and things like that. But it's like those be the times where you get those answers that you really need. Like when I say trust your intuition, part of strengthening that gut instinct and that intuition is to, when you hear those thoughts, act on it. Don't sit up there and this person don't really like me like that, I'm gonna still hang around them. Or I'm gonna make this video. Oh, I have a great idea for this video. And then 6 months pass and you never put it out. Like, you get a thought, you really gotta act on it, because there's a window for like literally everything. And God gives us like time to like do stuff. And the longer it takes you to do things, the more time passes, the less effective it's gonna be. And it's gonna get to the point to where God is just like, all right, it's not time for that. And then He's gonna remove any opportunity that you had because you wanted to be ignorant and stubborn and stay in your own just kind of stay in your own way. And as humans, we kind of, the thing that messes us up a lot of the time is thinking that we know it all. Let me see. I don't like that light. No, actually, I do like that light. It's thinking we know it all and thinking that we have all the answers when we have all the answers because it's up here, but this brain is being powered by another source. And depending on what you believe in, that source is more powerful than anything that this physical body that you think is operating everything like really is. So I would say, like I said, as far as people, really trusting that gut instinct. Like if you get a good feeling about somebody, those are people you need to keep around. If you feel like you can trust somebody, it's okay to let your guard down. Like you don't have to be on the defense with everybody. That's kind of something I had to learn too, more so like in like my super intimate relationships. Like I said, it's easy for me to connect with people, but for me to like unravel myself within people, like for people to see the true me basically, like it takes time. But like I can't be guilty sometimes of like the people that really deserve that, like not getting that because like I'm not ready for that, or like I'm in my own way, so I can't see that I'm the one that's blocking my blessings or hindering it, things like that. Another thing I kind of want to talk about is like, for me, another thing I kind of struggle with, I guess, that I've gotten better with is just like my creative outlets. Like I think really like this applies to like a lot of people that are creatives out there. Like if God blessed you with a gift and talent in this lifetime, you're not just good at something for no reason. Like for me, I'm a natural writer, like rapper, like artist. I want to say, I don't even say a rapper. I'm not gonna limit myself to that. But like ever since I was I can literally remember back to like third grade writing my first rap for this. Me and my friend Recipes. We used to like make comic books, and we would like write, like I wrote the theme songs to the comics because we were gonna make a TV show one day. And he used to call me on the phone. We would sit up there and he would sing songs to me or whatever. Yeah, gifts. Like we all have gifts. Not we all have gifts, obviously, but like specifically the creative people, God doesn't give us those gifts for a reason, for no reason, I should say. Like, if you're a musician, like, God wants you to use that voice as a creative outlet to get a positive message out into the world. For me, for example, like I said, I've been a writer my whole life. I used to write stories, writing music, things like that. Like, it took me about 20 something, 21, 22 years for me. It took me 22 years for me to, well, 21 years for me, 20 years for me to start releasing music. 20 years. Imagine knowing you had a gift since you were like 8, but you spent the next 13 years, I'm scared, I'm not gonna do it. What if people don't receive this well? Things like that. I've come to find out on this journey, people don't even be paying attention to you most of the time. Like, even now, like, I be posting videos on like my Instagram, and it's funny because I have like 300 followers and I get like 20, 30 likes on like my rapping videos and stuff. And I'm like, damn, where the other 270 people at? But I had to realize, like, it don't matter if one person like your stuff. Like, as long as you are using your God-given talents and gifts, it's going to reach the people it needs to reach. And you're also satisfying, like, that intuition. It's like you're strengthening it and you're building that bond and trust within yourself in a relationship with the higher power, because you are basically saying, thank you for this. I really appreciate that. Like, I feel blessed and lucky to have this. But I have to keep moving. This is getting annoying. But yeah, like, as a creative, it can be tough because we have those gifts, but like, you don't want to be seen as like the weirdo, or you don't want your message to not be heard, or you don't want people to say, oh, this is bad, or like, oh, you should be doing this, or like, oh, don't nobody care about that. Like, I kind of struggled with that for the longest, because like, for music, like, I make music, and I don't like I really don't like music that comes out today, because most of it's promoting promiscuity, sex, drugs, gang violence, killing, things like that. And I really don't like the effect that it has on the world. I know a lot of people say, oh, it's just fun, you need to lighten up and things like that. But you got like people, for example, following the city girls, scamming culture, all this stuff is like prevalent. And then you have, we live in an age now where like a lot of like more modern women, for example, are a city girl ideology. Like Lotto, Cardi B, all of them. It's just like, I don't know how to cook, I don't know how to clean, but I know how to do this. I can shake my butt. Like, I know how to, I'm not even gonna get into that. And then you got the drill rappers who are, once again, it's like, drill music sucks, bro. Like, drill music is horrible. It sucks. It's horrible. And I'm guilty of like listening to the Chicago drill. I was one of those people that really loved Chief Keef in high school, but like, my mom didn't let us play outside like up until like we got to high school. So like, that's one of the last things I should have been worried about, was like killing. And you got people that live in the hood that listen to that make that okay to they think it's okay to like glorify, and it's like, it's not okay. Like, it's really not okay. Like, it's really not. So like, as a creative, my intuition gives me these downloads, and it's like, you need to make songs about world peace, songs about love and light and worship, and just all this stuff, like friendship and things like that. But there's always another voice that's just like, but don't nobody want to hear that, don't nobody hear that, don't nobody hear that. And it's like, it's a slap in the face to your intuition to work so hard to come up with these ideas and thoughts, and then you just go, nah, I don't want to do that. So one of the things, I guess I would say one of the ways I would say I've worked on that, as far as music, is just writing down the thoughts. And like, when I record a rap, I literally, it's like, I had to get out of the habit of rewriting raps, because you guys, anybody that's known my musical journey, that knows me personally, not if you know me, but like, I have 4 or 5 different versions of so many songs, because it's like, I second guess and overthink it. And it got to the point where I was just like, write the first thing that comes down, because it's the thought that you intended for in that moment, and just put it out. Because what it does is it makes it that much easier the next time you do it, because you go, okay, I've done this before. You have a formula, and as time progresses, you become like this supernova, and like, it just becomes like night and day. Like, you're in tune with God, you're in tune with your intuition, and then that's when you can reap the benefits and the rewards. Like, once you really can like attract things via just trusting yourself and putting out what should be put out into the universe. But a lot of that again comes down to trusting yourself and your intuition and just your gut instinct and all that. Like feelings, I tell my brothers all the time, our feelings are valid, our feelings matter. We don't feel things for no reason. We don't think things for no reason. All of these things mean something. And yeah, I guess I just want to come on here and kind of ramble about that. Like you said, I ain't no structure, but if you like my videos, you like my videos. So you know me. And to know me is to be a blessing. Well, to know me is a blessing, and to know y'all is a blessing. But yeah, I kind of just want to talk about that real quick. I appreciate the people that are here. We're gonna get better with these YouTube videos. I'm trying to get more out. The astrology videos, I think I said at the beginning of the video, I'm working on some ideas for some stuff. Like I really want to get into the astrology stuff. So like those will be a lot more focused than this. I know I'm kind of just rambling right now, but if you are a subscriber of me, you already know how my style works. So yeah. And then I might make a hair video too, because I ain't made a lock update video in a minute. But I got my hair in a little style. It took me forever to learn how to do this, but I trust myself too. And that's another thing. Like I was like, I don't know how to style my hair. I don't know how to put it up. And it's like, I mean, I've had time to kind of work on it. I look like my mom. But yeah, like I trust. I'm somebody who trusts himself so much. Himself. I'm somebody who trusts himself so much now. Like I really am starting to see the blessings. And even though like it might not be there physically all the time or whatever like that, like what matters most for me is that like my mind and body are in alignment with my soul. So anything in the outside world is going to be like me radiating this positivity will bring back positive vibrations. So like I said, that intuition is like the gate. And then from there, you can see positive results when you just kind of run with it. So, yeah, if you made it this far, appreciate you for listening to me. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm out.